Hello everyone. Apparently there's way too much gold, as we're going to see an African country discover gold. Apparently that's more than the gold that's existing in the world. Not very good for the gold speculators. We're also going to look at a perfect example of what they do and not what they say. And we're also going to look at a potential refund of the people that lost a lot of money from a Ronin attack, which is a bridge that was being used by a certain play to earn games. So guys, if you're into these kinds of updates in the cryptocurrency space, then make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and welcome to my channel. So guys, straight up before we continue, there was this interesting tweet that I saw by Cointelegraph. Is it safe to look at the charts yet? Me testing the current market conditions. Of course, anyone in the crypto market will understand this. You're scared of refreshing your coin market cap or Blockfolio or FTX, whatever application you use, and the current state of the market is in fear. It's at that fear territory. Is it going to go into green territory, or is it going to fall further? Is it going to go up? So the market is currently uncertain in the cryptocurrency space, but apparently the traditional equity market has kind of recovered, and we see also a similar pattern in the cryptocurrency space. But that was interesting. So in the gold news, Uganda's gold discovery, what it could mean for crypto. Is gold becoming inflationary? Can Bitcoin replace it as a store of value due to its scarcity and reliability? Are Ugandans' numbers implausible? Questions arise. Now, why are you seeing that skepticism? Of course, this report goes into covering people like Michael Saylor, some of the biggest proponents of Bitcoin, adoption of Bitcoin, and creating a Bitcoin standard, sort of using Bitcoin as a currency. And this article goes into cover some of the tweets he's made in the past, sharing some of the videos, and also talking about how this could threaten the so-called scarcity of gold, and putting across the point of how Bitcoin is scarce and gold apparently isn't. Now this is the controversial part. But perhaps there is less than meets the eye. The 320,158 metric tons of refined gold that the Ugandan Mining Ministry spokesman said could be produced from the new deposits in the country's northeastern corner would far exceed the 200,000 metric tons in the above ground gold that exists in the entire world. One gold mining trade publication went so far as to suggest that the government may have been confusing metric tons. Guys, I don't want to get into that. I feel like there are engineers within these countries that have looked at this. As I said, gold stuff is extremely controversial. Whether these numbers are real or not, I think we'll see. But the whole point of this article was to focus on how we see gold now and how we see Bitcoin, given this kind of news that has come out. So much gold that's actually present in the market. We shall see as that news unfolds. But it's apparently, I think, kind of scaring the world in terms of the amount of gold the influx of gold that could enter into the market. So now in this other news, guys, this is where we look at what they do and not what they say. So the main market native risk to Bitcoin crypto has been contagion, guys, and I've covered all this in the past, looking at 3 Hours Capital, looking at ChainLink. If Bitcoin was to fall to like $16,000, we could see massive liquidations in the market, and similarly to Ethereum as well, with the synthetic Ethereum and with the actual Ethereum. We've seen Lido, one of the biggest companies. You deposit your real Ethereum, you get synthetic Ethereum. So these over leveraged market conditions risk really collapsing the cryptocurrency ecosystem if we see the prices drop below certain price points, and that's what this person is alluding to here. So we've now seen FTX, which is the exchange that bought Blockfolio, that wants to buy Blockfolio, but also bought another application in the past that's used to view your which is Blockfolio. Actually, it's an application that's used to view your cryptocurrency holdings. It's now called FTX. So we've seen now FTX, that one of the biggest exchanges in the world, strikes a deal with Blockify. Now, don't confuse Blockify with Blockfolio. Blockify is another centralized lending borrowing platform that takes your cryptocurrencies and gives you a profit or a reward for holding them on your behalf. So Blockify plus Voyager is another one as well. And now we see Goldman Sachs, essentially one of the biggest banks or financial institutions in the United States, potentially buying Celsius-Network. As basically the network, Celsius-Network, I've talked about these 3 Hours Capital, they risk insolvency. So if they're bought by such a company, it could potentially save them from that insolvency. But now we have Goldman Sachs controlling all these cryptocurrencies. You see what I mean? We're seeing banks slowly transitioning into the cryptocurrency space through this news. It takes me back to the point, it's what they do, not what they say. Don't listen to what they say, listen to what they do. And Any concern around these firms has been broadly alleviated, and participants should feel more comfortable. And now we see with this news, we've been seeing a recovery in the cryptocurrency market in the past couple of days, and we couldn't explain why, and clearly, this is one of the reasons: the risks of insolvency. Now, guys, another tweet from another person. Let me give credit. This one was Will Clemente at WC Clemente 3, the third. Then Lark Davis, a popular Twitter out there in the cryptocurrency space, at the Crypto Lark, and it's like, whoa, apparently Goldman Sachs is raising $2 billion to potentially buy the assets of Celsius in the event of a bankruptcy. Guys, we're seeing a major financial institution in the United States almost taking this opportunity to get a hold of so much cryptocurrency that's being held in this platform, which the users cannot withdraw now, but also essentially having that control. It's going to be a shortcut for them to enter into the cryptocurrency space in a massive way because they control most of these assets, guys. Now, as we conclude this video, this article goes into the update number 1. Celsius Network hires advisors to prepare for potential bankruptcy, and they're hiring strategic advisors to prepare for this kind of thing. And then we also seen Goldman Sachs wanting to buy these guys, so to control these assets. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but sort of a summary of this. I could just read you the beginning part because there's some information to take out of this. On June 24th, Reuters, Celsius Network, the company, has hired restructuring consultants from advisory firm Alvarez and Marsal to advise on a possible bankruptcy filing, the Wall Street Journal reported. So the New Jersey-based cryptocurrency lending company froze withdrawals and transfers earlier this month due to extreme market conditions in the latest sign of the financial market downturn hitting the cryptocurrency sphere. So of course this goes into the big bear market that we've seen in the cryptocurrency space that led so many companies to make such hard decisions because of the over leveraged, and also the consequences of a bear market. When we see a price downturn in the cryptocurrency market, there's so much that goes on. People get over leveraged positions get liquidated, companies get problems. We see a lot of companies have laid off a lot of employees because they just don't have the finances, and they feel like some of the sectors within which they employ those people aren't actually relevant. So we see a lot of refining within the cryptocurrency space as that happens. So in other positive news, ChainLink, I've talked about ChainLink a lot and how it's embedding itself as a backbone in the cryptocurrency space, similar to Filecoin as well. So DeFi Edge integrates with ChainLink to build asset management protocol on Uniswap version 3. So DeFi Edge integrates ChainLink price feeds as an additional layer of security for liquidity providers. And if you go deep into this, the purpose of doing this, by integrating the industry-leading decentralized Oracle network, we now have access to decentralized fair market price data feeds that help act as a critical layer of security at the protocol level. Specifically, strategy managers can deploy active strategies for Uniswap version 3 pools if the asset pairs are also supported by Chainlink price feeds. So this helps ensure that strategy managers can make informed decisions on individual pools by leveraging a robust source of truth on wider market prices, a factor that becomes increasingly relevant as we look to build more advanced trading functionality for strategy managers. So guys, everything is strategy. Just like we saw yesterday, the YDX moving to the Cosmos ecosystem, it was going to fulfill what they want to achieve. It's the network they're looking at right now, and they've mentioned that they're open-minded. In case of any changes, they will change to another network that fits, but right now it is the Cosmos, Tendermint, and the IBC interconnectivity. So in the news of the Axie people that got hacked over $650 million, Axie Infinity to compensate Ronin exploit victims and relaunch bridge. So once the bridge reopens on Tuesday, users will be able to withdraw 1 ETH, so 1 Ethereum for each one they possessed before the attack. So this is extremely positive news for the people that were exploited or that lost money in the exploit. Now, if you want to know a little bit more details, this is actually a very short article, and as a conclusion, I'll read it for you so you get more details on what this was. So Sky Mavis, the creator of the play-to-earn game Axie Infinity, basically the most popular play-to-earn game out there, announced that it will reimburse victims of the Ronin bridge attack and open the bridge next week. If you go to check the bridge right now, it's actually closed right now. So because they're doing maintenances. In March, the hackers stole more than $620 million in the heist, which included roughly 17,600 Ethereum and 25.5 million US dollars worth of tokens, USDC. So according to a Bloomberg report on Friday, once the bridge reopens on Tuesday, users will be able to withdraw 1 Ethereum for each one they possessed before the attack. Guys, this is massive. Where did they get this money? I wonder, but they have a reputation to protect, and they know and they believe in the product that they built. So in April, Cointelegraph reported that Sky Mavis closed $150 million in fresh capital. Okay, this is where it came from. In fresh capital led by Binance to refund hack victims. Wow. So you see, Binance ties itself in the news again. So Animoca Brands, guys, you know Animoca Brands, one of the biggest NFT drivers based from Japan. Animoca Brands, Andreessen Horowitz, which goes by 16Z, I imagine it's the one, Dialectic, Paradigm, and Axel were among the investors during the funding round. So you have all these Binance and all these other brands combined, and you can see these big players, these are their friends, they all know each other. So bridge being refilled on the 28th, now it's time for Ronin-Network and Sky Mavis HQ to expand its game portfolio. If you're a game developer who wants to build with the most experienced team in Web3 gaming space, reach out for the partnerships of Sky Mavis. And the last part, the hacker moved the stolen assets around soon after the breach using Tornado Cash to conceal their activities. This is a significant issue for the decentralized finance industry, which has suffered more than 1.2 billion in losses thus far this year. So the Ronin attack was one of the most notable events in recent memory, causing tremors throughout the cryptocurrency industry. Despite this, the Ronin blockchain was not deterred on its mission to achieve significant milestones. So in early June, the blockchain surpassed $4 billion in all-time non-fungible token sales and volume, guys. And it remains popular as a digital collectible network in terms of all-time NFT sales volumes. It is second only to Ethereum. It beats Solana. It beats the Flow blockchain, which is built by the CryptoKitties people, Polygonmatic, which has integrated it in so much, almost everything, and the Wax blockchain, which spun off the EOS network. So apparently it's more popular than all those, among many others. So hacks, rug pulls, protocol flaws are all common within the cryptocurrency industry. It appears like not a single day goes by without news of another hacking. So on Friday, Cointelegraph reported that the Horizon bridge on the Harmony Layer 1 blockchain had been exploited for $100 million in altcoins being swapped for Ether, which is Ethereum. According to Immune Finance, cybercrime losses reached $10.2 billion in 2021. So guys, you can see the crypto market is extremely still risky, jittery, and there's a lot of things that need to be ironed out. And through these hacks, however unfortunate they are, that's where we see what we need to iron out, so as we prepare for this new digital revolution. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something in this video. See you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.